So a long time ago, I used to have a lot of fun playing Phantasy Star Online 1 on the old Sega Dreamcast. It was one of the first online games I'd ever played. Had a blast playing that game with friends. So, like 10 years ago, when they announced Phantasy Star Online 2, I was kind of excited. And I waited and I waited and I waited for news of this game to come out in North America. And it never happened. I, in fact, had given up on the game actually ever coming out here. And then magically, one day, it did. And I played it for like 10 minutes and I never played it again. I lost interest. I lost interest. They kind of missed the boat on this game. It had a quick spike for a minute. Tons of people were playing it. In fact, I think the peak was like 100,000 people. And then, slowly but surely, it just died off. They missed the boat on it. It should have came out like a year after it came out in Japan, and they messed it up. And they've tried to fix this with Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis, which is this big open world, and it's trying to bring back some glory to the game with new graphics and stuff like that. Problem is, it's kind of confusing. Like, is this PSO2? No, it's its own thing. I guess you can still go play PSO2 and you can play New Genesis. It's rather confusing. Well, to get people interested in the game again, Sega's decided to put a big virtue signal out there and actually like ban people from playing the game. They banned 1,600 people. Now, this is a little bit of a problem because, well, there's not that many people playing the game. All-time peak for New Genesis is 60,000 almost. In a 24-hour period, there's about 4,300 people playing the game. 28 minutes ago, 3,500. It's actually a lot lower than that. As of yesterday, this was a screen grab, 2,800 people. All-time peak for that day was 3,800. Okay. This game is dying. So it's funny to me that to try to generate interest, Sega puts out a gigantic virtue signal, which isn't helping their game. So they're banning people based on hate speech. The problem is, what is that? Is like, what are you just making things like? What are your terms? And they just say hate speech. Okay, if people are running around saying nasty shit, okay, don't use offensive language, but you already have filters for that, which is what's strange because in PSO they use like it's just like in most MMOs there's like chat logs, and then I think you could do voice chat in it, but most people are probably using Discord and other methods for voice chat. So I don't know. I don't play this game, so I'm not too sure on the in-game mechanics. But all they say is, we believe toxic behavior and hateful language is never appropriate. The NGS Live operations team is taking action against racism, discrimination, and toxic behavior within our game. We have been taking action against this behavior and will continue to take the following actions to protect our players and eliminate negative behavior from our in-game community. Our actions: implement severe punishment such as account suspension when we find toxic and or hateful remarks. Work towards improving how we combat toxicity by improving our processes as we identify problems with in-game player community. We have suspended or otherwise severely punished more than 1,600 accounts found to engage in discriminatory and hateful behavior. We will continue our efforts to eradicate this behavior and in order to make our game play a place where players are safe and welcome so that they can enjoy playing NGS. What were they banned for? They just say discrimination and hateful behavior. And what's the difference between hateful behavior and racism? What's the difference between those two? So, like, I'm wondering, was it some dude going up to like a girl avatar and dancing on her Is that the kind of stuff? Like, they're so vague on it. And I'm not saying if you're playing the game, I don't think people should be able to come up and say N-word slurs at you. But this is kind of open and vague in a lot of ways. And the fact that they banned 1,600 people is kind of crazy when you consider there's only 4,000 people playing the game. Were people banned on first offenses? People don't even get another chance? So you're just banning people on first time offenses? You know that happened. I'd be afraid. How do they stop false reporting and false flagging? So if I just want to get somebody banned, me and a couple buddies can just report this person. Are you going back? Is everything recorded? Like, there's a lot of questions I have. This just really seems like an odd way to drum interest back up in the game. So, I mean, you see people talking about it here on Twitter. Here's the original post. Not even a lot of interaction on it. Only 2,000 likes. They've almost banned as many people that are liking the post. I don't think you guys can afford to ban 1,600 players. Post was made by a toxic player. Says, guess they forgot to ban me then. I don't even use the chat. Game's still dead, and permanently banning people on a first offense isn't helping. I agree with that. Isn't there a system? I hate this banning people. People should have a chance to change their behavior. People should have a chance to change and learn. So if somebody messes up, suspend them for a couple of days or something. But it just seems kind of like over the top to just ban somebody completely. And sure, this can be on a case-by-case basis, but, you know, this game's running itself into the ground. 1,600 people, and I doubt all of those people are guilty of something. There's no official, like, behavior link here. Like, how about a link to what you can and can't do? Just open-ended. So a lot of people, this makes literally zero sense. What proof do you have that they are permanently banning people on the first offense? Besides, your logic is faulty. Bad people make good people go away. Thus, less players getting rid of the bad apples will make the community better and grow better. This community is not growing, though. That's the thing. And it's true. I don't have any evidence, and neither does this person, that they're banning people on the first account, but I'm sure it's likely has happened. A lot of people just arguing about this, and, you know, I agree. I don't think this game can afford to ban 1,600 people. So, I don't know. It's just a weird way to try to get people talking about your game again. A big virtue signal with open-ended rules or open to interpretation rules. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing it crazy, but I hate all of this online policing. I think most people that play this game are adults, and I'm pretty sure you can probably just block interacting with people. Why can't people just be responsible for themselves? You know, if you got a problem with somebody, just block them, ban them, like, from interacting with you. Problem solved. But this kind of stuff is always abused, and I'm pretty sure that people are going to gang up and get people banned if they don't like them. We'll just go ahead and get rid of those people, and it just becomes a mess. And it's just going to lead more people not playing this game. So this game's already DOA. Anyway, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.